Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. The Steelers were frustrated with last week's loss and are anxious to get back above 500 in today's game. It's the Lions going up against the Steelers. Now for the call of this week 7 matchup, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. Tonight, we close out Week 7 with a good Monday night matchup between the Detroit Lions and the Pittsburgh Steelers. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Defense showing blitz. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Here's Stafford now on second down. The left side completion to Jones. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes. The play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. A gain of 3, second down. Offensive starters time. Electric is certainly a word that comes to mind when you talk about Le'Veon Bell.
Love the way that he reshaped his body coming out of college. A bigger, thicker runner while he was at Michigan State. Lost weight, became more of a whippet in the NFL, and now no one can tackle the guy, whether he's running it or catching it.
On second down, it's Bell. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
There are so many times during camp and practice that you get bored as a player doing regular drills. But how about that shed and skate drill right there by the linebacker? You do it each and every day. Get the blocker away and get into the backfield and make a big-time tackle. That's what we just saw.
On third down, Roethlisberger. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So they get the ball first here in front of the home crowd under the lights, and they get 3 points out of it.
And there's something about a night game, isn't there? A little extra snap, a little extra crisp in the air. What a terrific way to get things started. A little extra excitement, a little extra dazzle for the home crowd.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
All right, let's get a peek at these starters here in the Golden Child, Golden Tate.
Love his versatility because you can use him anywhere in your offense. And he's an excellent kick returner. Loves to play the game, plays with passion.
So 2nd and 10 here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. 2nd and 10, Stafford again. It's brought in left side by Tate. Golden Tate's gonna go. It's a big play. Stafford to Tate. 76 yards. They practiced this all week. Pretty clear it paid off there. Threw it downfield, made it look relatively easy.
And it always comes a little bit easier when you've practiced it and tuned things up and you're confident in what you're doing now. They felt very, very good about their plan, and we saw the execution because the confidence of the players was there.
Here's Riddick. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They'll come out in the pistol. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. Time here to show you the starters while we have a moment defensively for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I know one guy you like from Miami, Artie Burns.
Just jumps off the screen when you plug in his college tape in terms of athleticism. And I also watched him play with some intelligence. Saw him at one point jump into the slot and pattern read and come off of his receiver to the intended one and intercept a pass. I like him.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Theo Riddick, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Steelers. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Out left side here to Bryant. Give him 18 on that one. And it's good enough for a Pittsburgh 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he's got Rome, the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Here's Tate to return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. On second down, here's Stafford. Caught on the right side by Jones. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's third down for this offense. Throwing on third down, Stafford. It's caught, Jones. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
He was looking for Theo Riddick there, and now it's second down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Back to the air. Stafford on second down. The left side completion to Jones. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on third down. To throw is Stafford. Out to the flat for Riddick. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Caught right side, Tate. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said?
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and it's picked up by the Steelers.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
15 yards through the air and a first down. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Man open left side is Brown. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Lions. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football, because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Here's Stafford. This is Riddick on the screen. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize...
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Here's Bell, and he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Roethlisberger now to throw on third down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Jordan Berry now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. From his own goal line, Stafford. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion.
The Steelers insert their nickel defense on third down.
Yeah, they add a DB. Here's Stafford. And that is incomplete. So a pass interference here, and this is obviously a call we see all the time, but for the defender, it's becoming almost impossible to play defense in some of these situations.
You're trying to play through the receiver to the football. If there's any contact at all before he gets there, those officials will throw the flag and call interference.
To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
I do. I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right? Whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling
What's up, fellas?
Comes together with the legs. In this case, the feet. Do a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense.
I said
it's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Yeah. It was good though.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is going to be incomplete.
Good shit. I'm glad you didn't run it. You should have ran.
And it brings up 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things
I know.
right now.
I saw the number.
Very difficult for them throughout the half.
But the Cowboys gone.
This is fielded at the 27.
8.
It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return.
I don't know. The Cowboys gone. That was my first choice.
Here, 1st and 10.
That was my first choice, the Cowboys.
Getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with the game
stupid. I'm going to get the Eagles, maybe.
There's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in.
Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant.
Yeah, I did. I did say the Packers.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one.
That's what I was about to say that too. They got some old players. I want the Eagles. I want the Eagles. And I'm going to make whatever cornerback we get superstar development.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Whatever rookie cornerback I get, that's who's going to be superstar development. Yep. That's going to be my superstar development.
To the right side. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline.
That's what most people going to do if they're a fucking corner.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up and making sure.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. He's got time. He's going to launch this thing way down. Martavis Bryant in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team.
Yes.
As they head into the half. To finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it. That can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But
I should, right? Because I feel good with this team.
Decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And Detroit getting set to go now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at,
I already know. You're going to run it when you want. And then Julio.
But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
You're supposed to.
Stafford on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before the break, Stafford.
Give me that. Stop playing with me, man. It's a no-fly zone out here with these corners.
And he will be brought down.
Need safety.
Now run out on this first half of action.
You mean no, that's not where you at. The Titans not where you at.
Both teams appear ready for the fight.
Oh, so if you take the Dolphins, he coming to you. But other than that, he might get the Titans, huh? Well, like my bro said, if the Steelers there, I should get them. I feel real. Shit! Go ham on them! Go ham on them! What? What? Oh, shit! You had to see?
Boswell for the extra point.
That L2 juke is nasty.
Let's try this
Oh,
again
my
after the kick
goodness.
return TD.
That's his second kick return this season.
And this will be a touchback.
Go ham on them.
Over the end line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important.
And the pressure gets
Let's get him, Taplin. Let's go, rookie.
They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through.
Thank you, bro.
An 8-yard loss. To throw on second down is Stafford.
Sack, Taplin, Ross.
Once again.
Every time he do something good, I say thank you.
And sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a third and long.
No, he told me to draft him. I told him to draft the offensive lineman. He told me to draft this nigga, so I drafted him.
Connection as it falls incomplete.
Nope.
Well, to say that this is not
He said just draft
game,
him. I'm like, man,
it's probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off. Not accurate.
Hit power.
You're playing on defense
Oh,
because
my goodness gracious. He
all the
superstar
throwing
development.
it off his back foot, pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that.
He's
right
everything
No,
right
you can't
now.
do that at all.
Interceptions,
One of the hardest
sacks.
things for a guy
The
having a
boys
day
doing
like
it
this
all.
one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral.
Oh, yeah, he might be up.
Is make even more spectacular plays.
I hope
to
you
make
beat
up
him.
for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there.
Oh, yeah, I want the Raiders. I want the Steelers. Fuck out of here. I want the Steelers.
We got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense. Let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. So far, defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And he will find his man on the outside.
What you gonna get me? What you gonna give me? Oh.
And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
So the chain gang now done for the drive. Ball on the 10, first and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Every now and then I scratch my head when I see the draw play called, especially after a great run the previous play. Keep attacking. Sometimes the draw play develops slowly, and that allows the defense to react.
And he'll take this one inside the 10,
Yo,
down to the 8. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a third and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Sean Robinson in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be fourth down. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers' field goal try. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Yeah. I ain't want to close the night, but I had to.
And that'll carry over the
And it was
back
cool.
line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And they're going to speed things up here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to
Ooh, give me that.
For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him.
Go ham on him. Go ham on him. Go ham on him. Ham on him. Think it's oh, shit.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers.
We got anybody else in our league that we think can join guys that's going to play by the rules and do things? Because I want somebody for the Titans.
Now a play fake here on first down.
Yeah, I want all the teams filled. I know it's going to be hard to find somebody to play with the Niners.
Because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On third down, Roethlisberger going up top. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is
Bro,
what
did you see my first touchdown run?
Points out of every possession, and so far they've done a nice job of that.
Oh, well, Flo, you would be proud. It was that Wildcat with the receiver instead of the running back on the outside. So I didn't give it to Ham. I kept it, and I cut right behind the block, and then was gone. Le'Veon Bell.
And some extras coming up on the line here, running for the blitz. And a quick throw here that's complete.
We out here putting smashes on this mother.
It's second down. And
Not
just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
That catch good for 5. It's third down. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Stafford on 3rd down. And he's got his man on the out route. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I don't know who this is running for, because she don't play like this.
For a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting the ball in the air.
Give me that. Come on, y'all.
But able to adjust and make the grab. He couldn't quite hold
6 hands touched that ball. 6. God damn it.
Second down following the incompletion. Now a play fake it at Stafford. Ebron caught left side. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Throwing is Stafford, and he hits his tight end, Ebron. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays. Makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Give me
that. Some space. That is caught inside the 5. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100.
I don't know who division I want to be in, what competition. Bro got the.
Again,
I already know who I want. So.
Out to the flat for Reddick. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
If I can get him, I'm going to take it.
Second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
That's some smart shit my brother said.
Stafford looks to throw again. That's incomplete. Nearly another.
You said some smart shit. You said if the Steelers did, you should get it because you see how I'm comfortable with them. I can play with them.
Opportunity to shift the momentum.
And I get to turn one player superstar. That's gonna be that slow development ass motherfucking corner. He young too.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. His pass caught at the 4. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation.
He's awesome.
On this one.
Just
What do
slow
your
development.
analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin.
I think he's slow development. It was either Burns or Gibson. Or both of them.
Here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
He's decent. Gibson is decent.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down.
Oh.
Touchdown, Lions.
Oh, that was garbage.
His first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Big 4th down conversion for the score and the defense. That is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Yeah,
they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Let's go.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. So still in search of the 1st down after that last completion.
Fuck is the Chiefs?
They'll try and run for it with Bell. No gain there on the play.
Oh, no gain.
With a 4th down.
That was a terrific job by the defense stopping them on 3rd and short. But sometimes you get some visual cues from the offense because when they're going in short yard situations, you might see the offensive line come in tighter together, a little more shoulder to shoulder, trying to wedge a hole in the middle. They didn't get it done on that play.
Yes, sir.
Now it's Tate. Stays on his feet. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards, and the Lions will take over. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit high. They feel like they got something going. They feel like they can again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone. What's fun to watch is these college receivers transitioning into the NFL and how they grow as route runners. Because a lot of times now in the college game, the spread offenses, there aren't that many routes that they're actually running. Most of the time, they're just trying to find open space and present themselves to the quarterback as easy targets. But in the NFL, you've got to run the entire route tree, and you've got to run it well if you expect to get open.
He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
They come out with one back and three tight ends. Stafford. Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 8 yards on the pickups there, and it moves the sticks. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st and 10, Stafford. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Go ahead, Davis.
It'll be a gain of 6,
Go,
and
Sean.
it's a second down.
How did this BS up here? It's not a game. Turn,
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. To the air again, Stafford. He's going to air one out.
Cockroach. Let's go. Oh, come on.
And it falls down incomplete.
This chick them through 46 passes.
Took a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. And defensively going with a dive set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this time he's got
Oh, you going to give me a face mask? Oh, that's
and a big
corny.
face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
And now a 1st down following that long gain. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. From the red zone now, Stafford. His pass caught at the 4. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll run it with Bell. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And some room to work. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. And they'll give it to him here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
But that certainly felt like an example of a defense just saying, okay, we've had enough. We've gotten mashed all night long. About time we got a good play in. But flip it over to the offensive side. They've got to be really upset that they allowed a play like that to happen.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. On the return, it's Tate. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. And Detroit getting set to go now. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
He's back to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. And quickly, they get to the line. They'll look to throw. To the right side to Eric Ebron. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Yeah, at one time. Yeah. You ain't got to worry about next season when you might have fucked up and had a bad season. You got a good ass pick. You ain't got to worry about none of that.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness. There's a premium for all of that now.
It only took Stafford 90 games to hit 25,000 yards in his career, fastest ever, and he adds to that yardage total there.
I'm not sure anyone in the league has a more confident arm than Matthew Stafford does. He can wait until they're actually open before delivering, as opposed to anticipating them being open because of the strength of his arm, and he doesn't mind showing it off.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is, and the running back dropped it.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. Back to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a 2-point conversion to tie it. So they'll look to convert that and then hold on here in the final minute to force overtime.
And let's check the nerves of not just the guy kicking the ball.
That is definitely a good pickup, my friend.
Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And he'll get into
Bro,
the end zone as a two-point
this motherfucker came back inside the game.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter.
30-30. The last score, the highest 15.
End zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Yeah, and got stopped on a fourth. It was crazy. Just know that I was mad as shit, and I shouldn't have got stopped on.
Okay, if you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably great.
Yeah, fourth quarter. No, I didn't go for it. I mean, I got stopped and had to punt it.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Here we go. Here's a direct snap to Bell. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Second down following the run.
What?
They come up with 1 running back. That's Bell. This time, Roethlisberger will throw to the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch.
Yeah, what?
Especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline.
Oh, God, you got to give me that.
On the clock.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there.
That's crazy.
A big play
you don't want to trade him?
by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Here's Roethlisberger surveying the field. He's going to let it go again.
Martavius.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Overtime. Oh, well. Don't get the ball. Don't let me get the ball
and here
first.
In overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown,
yes,
it's
sir.
over.
Game
if they
over.
don't, we can still have some more football.
Let's go.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. In on the stop, it's Tahir Whitehead.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. 180. Hey, check 24. Watch on this one. Check.
On third down, Roethlisberger. Out left side here to Bryant. So he got 3 of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on third down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. The play clock's running down. Now Roethlisberger to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. And a sigh of relief on that sideline right now, because that was a tricky call to go for it here in OT, but they got it.
I think it tells us about the mindset of them, though. They decided that they had to go ahead and win the game right now. Didn't want to turn.
There's a lot of undefeated teams in guys this season.
One time, one shot, keep the ball, and they went for it and got it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, let me pump out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play.
Oh, you're not undefeated no more. You're fine.
Even in an offensive game.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Finding time. Oh,
goodness gracious. I'm trying this.
Big interception here in OT. Instead, it'll give him another shot on 3rd down. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Yeah, it's overtime.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. He's got time in the pocket. He completes it to Bryant.
Listen, Martavius Bryant, you are what you're supposed to be. That's why I spent all that XP on you, boy.
Receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play
fucking
for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
To throw here, Roethlisberger.
Good shit, Key. Good shit, Key.
They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket.
I mean, this is
find
it.
Angles to throw the ball through. He
It's
just
not a
throws
game.
right over the top of it because he can
It's
see
30-30
everything.
in overtime.
And sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
That's 4th and 1. On the 18. I'm not kicking no field goals.
We'll be back after this.
Yep.
A big
You have to
call
stop
here
me.
in overtime. They're going for it
You
on
have to
4th
stop me.
down.
Hurry up, let's go. Corner. Check nickel.
They'll go for it with
Ooh, stop me.
Stop short of the line to gain. And the Lions will take over. The Lions
Wow.
offense, they get ready to head back onto the field.
If I lose
Their
this game,
defense
I
did
lose
its
this
job,
game.
got the
Wow.
stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't
Yes.
have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal
All they need
to
is a
win
field
the
goal to
game.
win.
An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense
What?
finish
I'm
things
looking
off?
for that turn
Part
right,
1 is
so.
done. Now part 2. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down.
Yes, sir. Give it to me, Shazier. Take
Ryan
that
Shazier.
motherfucking thing.
And his guys are going to get the
Stepping in
football
front
at
of
the
people and
28-yard
intercepting
line.
and shit.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field.
Yes,
Neither
sir.
team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the
I would
tension
kick the
right
field
now?
goal down.
It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever happens, points are scored. That's your ball game. Can't wait to see the defense now. Do they get a
Let's
little
go.
more aggressive?
23 carries, 123 yards, and a touchdown.
Down the field.
Got to be careful, though, right?
Yeah, if you're too
Le'Veon.
aggressive, you just give up something easy and cheap. But some defensive coordinators, they'd rather take a stand that way as opposed to being nickeled and dimed down the field.
They'll go again with Bell. And a short gain here down to the 22. The Pro Bowl end to Marcus Ware there to take him down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
On third down, here's Bell. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the
No
post.
turnovers,
Ice water
Flo.
was in his veins. So for Pittsburgh, they climb back to 500 now at
Week
3
9.
up and
I
3
got you.
down.
Week
And they'll
17.
hit the
Got
road
you
next
again.
week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Detroit, it's yet another loss as they've started out now 0-7. And they'll get a home date next week
Shazier had
against the
2.
Minnesota Vikings.
Cockrell
I'm
had
Brandon
1.
Gaudin, certainly have to thank
Burns
Charles
had
Davis, my
1.
broadcast partner, and our entire
Let me
crew.
see.
We'll catch you
I can't
next time
remember
right
all
here.
these.
It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's get it. Let's get it. 67%. 1 touchdown, no interceptions. Yeah, I'll take that any day. Especially with running yards like that. Ham did his thing today, boy. I got sacked 1 time. Look at my young boy. Look at my young boy. Look at Taplin Ross out there doing this thing. How he out there with a sack, nigga? Shit. Oh yeah, Sean Davis had an interception. Yeah. Yeah. With a tackle for loss. And he had 9 solo tackles. Yo, this nigga out here balling. Oh, I ain't get an interception return. Oh, my bad. Ham. 95-yard pieces.